So, we are at the final review in the Skywalker saga, because we have reviewed The Rise of Skywalker, which is not good by any means necessary. Far from it. Today we are talking about episode numero 8. The hype for this movie was fucking out of this world, coming off of The Force Awakens. Everyone expected, oh my god, this is gonna be the Empire Strikes Back of the trilogy. Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. And
it fell flat.
No, now I have had many opinions on this movie over the years. I will say this. It is not a bad movie. There are a lot of stupid things that happen in this movie. 110%. But at the end of this day, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you The Last Jedi is a bad movie. It's not. That's my opinion. What do you think of it, Nintendo, overall?
Personally, I just don't like it. It's not as bad as, like, say, Rise of Skywalker by any means. It's just the hype I had for this movie after watching The Force Awakens, be like, oh yeah, this is gonna be dope. And it's just like, what?
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's definitely not as good as The Force Awakens. But it's not a movie that I'm gonna tell you, oh, don't watch it. It's a bad movie. I would never tell somebody that it's a bad movie. There's decisions in this movie that are horrendous. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a bad movie. So let's go through it. Kevin is gonna be here shortly. He'll be right back. So, right off the bat, one of my favorite things about this movie is that there's no time jump. It literally starts right after Force Awakens. And I like that. You know, it makes you feel like you never left. So, we get a beginning opening sequence where the Resistance is leaving Yavin 4. And I love the look of the Dreadnought. That ship with all the cannons, that shit looks phenomenal. I love it. That is a great looking Star Wars ship. I love the look of it. It's fucking huge. Not as huge as the next ship I'll talk about in just a little bit, but my god. That is a great looking ship. So, Poe approaches the Dreadnought and we get humor. I've never understood the joke of this scene. It comes off as really corny. I even the first time I saw it, I was like, what is the joke? He tells him, like, oh, I'm waiting for General Hux, and Hux is talking to him. He's like, okay, I'm still waiting for General Hux. I was like, so what's the joke? I don't know, I never understood it. It came off as really unfunny. Then we get a scene where Poe is taking out the Dreadnought. Looks awesome. Poe, again, Oscar Isaac, hand in hand. Amazing. Then Poe's ship, something in his ship fucks up. Then BB-8 has to fix the ship, and I laugh so hard at this scene. It's hilarious. For two reasons. Number one, because I play Battlefront 2 a lot, and there's an ability that has a droid fix your ship. And immediately that just reminds me of Battlefront 2. Second thing is BB-8 trying to fix the ship is just fucking hilarious. It is one of the funniest things ever. So then we get a huge dogfight between the Resistance and First Order, which is amazing. Again, the thing I like about this movie's dogfights, don't get me, I prefer the dogfights in Force Awakens, but the dogfights in this movie, instead of the POV shots, we get like big wide shots of everything going on. It looks like a huge battle. I love that. You know, you can tell that it's different directors, but they still look fantastic. You know, it doesn't look bad at all. One thing I hate about this is the way all the Resistance ships literally just get obliterated because of a TIE fighter. A TIE fighter crashes into one ship and they literally boom, 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 boom. You're like, what the fuck? How? Then you get the final person and she like falls or something, and like the remote to the detonator for the bombs is like hanging on a ledge, and instead of climbing the pole, she starts kicking the pole so the freaking remote falls. I was like, who would do that? That was such a stupid thing. I was like, why would you do that? Like, and the funny thing is, first of all, in real life, I don't think she would have caught that the way she did. That's ridiculous. But she just, it falls off the ship and then she catches it by a miracle. It's like, why would you take that chance? Like, you're literally the last hope for the rebellion winning, and you're over here risking it all. Why? I think it was just done for dramatic effect. I didn't like it though.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
I did like the scene or the shot where Leia is looking at the screen of the Resistance fighters, and more than half of them are gone. I like that they showed that, like, the impact of what Poe decided to do, because she wanted him to leave the Dreadnought and get the hell out of there. So I like that. So then Hux is like, or they tell Hux that Snoke is calling him. He's like, oh, I'll take it in my chambers. And then Snoke takes the call right in front of him, and then, like, just abuses him with the Force. To which I put in my notes, Hux is a fucking loser. From here on out, I will bash Hux. I liked Hux in The Force Awakens. I didn't hate him. In The Last Jedi, he's a fucking loser. I'm sorry. He is just a loser. I hate him. The way they messed him up was so stupid. And apparently, there's, like, some stories that, like, his parents were in the Resistance, or not the Resistance, the First Order. They created the First Order or some shit. I don't fucking know. But yeah, Hux is a loser. Finn wakes up from his coma, I guess, and he asks, where's Rey, immediately, which, I guess, you thirsty bastard. So then we get a shot of the island. The island looks much different in this movie, mainly because of the cinematography from Rian Johnson, which it actually looks a lot better. So then we get to Luke throwing the lightsaber over the cliff. This is fucking stupid. It's played off for a joke. It's fucking stupid. I hate it. It's such a stupid scene. I never liked it. I thought it was absolutely retarded the first time I saw it. I was like, what? Why would you throw your lightsaber over a cliff?
Yeah, I was really confused.
I get the joke. I get the joke. That's not the issue. The joke is, it's not funny. He's a Jedi Master. Why would you throw your lightsaber over a cliff? It's so stupid. So then we get our introduction to Porgs. How do you feel about the Porgs, Evan?
At first I was indifferent, and then later on, like during the movie, it's just like, actually, no, I really just felt the same. It's like, it never really landed to me. It wasn't, like, annoying.
Personally, I really like the Porgs. They're not annoying. I enjoy their comedy. They're not in it much. They're not in as much as the Ewoks. But I don't know.
You see them on cells, and make you think, like, oh, they're in this movie quite a bit.
Yeah, I think
several of them.
I think they are on the poster. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't mind Porgs. They're okay. I like when Chewie breaks through Luke's door and he doesn't see Han, and immediately he's like, okay, where's Han? I like that. I like that. So then we get Kylo in the throne room, and this is our first official look at Snoke in the flesh. I like the look of Snoke. First of all, Andy Serkis is phenomenal as Snoke. He's the best mocap person working. And Andy Serkis as an actor is just fantastic. But I love Snoke. I've always liked Snoke. Do you like Snoke?
Oh yeah, I did.
And the throne room. The throne room, to me, is my favorite Star Wars location that's not a planet. This throne room looks phenomenal. I love how the ground is like a mirror. It's like really reflective. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Hold on a second. And so Kylo and Snoke have a conversation. Snoke basically tells him, "Well, you're a fucking loser because Rey beat you, and she didn't know what the fuck she was doing." And I like how Kylo sounds like all fucked because of his injuries, I guess. I think that's why he sounded all fucked. I'm pretty sure the mask wasn't fucked, so I didn't get why he sounded like that. I was just gonna assume that it was because of his injuries. And I like the mask, and I like when he goes, "Take that ridiculous thing off." And then I love the line where he goes, "When I found you, I saw nothing but raw, untamed power. But now I see nothing but a child in a stupid mask." I was like, oh. Oh! I was like, oh! It's like, and then I liked how Kylo immediately after that, he was like, "Alright, no more funny shit, let's go, I'm gonna kick some ass." And he goes, "Oh, get me my ship." It is a little heartbreaking seeing him destroy the mask, because I love the mask personally. I've always preferred him in the mask, but shit happens.
Yeah.
So then we go back to the island with Luke and Rey, and I really like how Luke went into hiding similar to how Yoda did in Empire, only he's not a crackhead. What was I gonna say? And I like how it's because he lost all hope for the Jedi. It's not because like of Order 66 or anything. Like, I like how it's legitimate because he has no hope. So we finally see where blue milk comes from. That's fucking disgusting. It was unnecessary. That's just gross. Like, I get, again, there's a lot of comedy in this movie. I get what they're going for, but it's like, was that necessary? Did you have to do that?
Yeah, there was actually no need for that scene.
Like, I get it. They were showing.
It's just like, why?
They were showing his daily routine. I get it, 100%. But still, it was unnecessary. So then we get a scene between Luke and Rey where they're talking about where she comes from and everything. I like how Luke says, "Where are you from?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm from nowhere." And he goes, "No one's from nowhere." And then Luke goes, "Where are you from?" And Rey goes, "Oh, I'm from Jakku." And he goes, "Oh yeah, that's pretty much from nowhere." That was a funny scene. Then we get a look at Snoke's ship. Holy shit. If you guys thought Star Destroyers were big, holy shit. This shit.
Dwarfs in comparison.
Dude, this shit is like 5 Star Destroyers combined. Holy crap, this thing is odd. So this movie introduces lightspeed tracking. It's cool, it's different, it's definitely different. I like how it basically makes the Resistance vulnerable, because the excuse throughout everything in the series is like, "Oh, well, I'm in trouble, jump to lightspeed." Now you can't do that. So I like that they introduced something like that. What was I gonna say? Hold on. So we get to the scene where Kylo is attacking the Resistance. I like how he comes up on Leia's ship, and he goes to kill her, but then he realizes, I can't do this. What am I doing? Of course, some asshole is like, oh, no, don't worry, buddy, I got you. And does it anyway. So, Leia gets blown out of oblivion. And personally, I would have preferred if she died right here. I think it would have been a much better death. Don't get me wrong. The one in Rise of Skywalker isn't awful. It's actually pretty good. But I think it would have been... You could have done something with Rey and Kylo, where, you know, Rey is even more pissed at Kylo because he killed Leia also. You know. And also, we get the death of Admiral Akbar. And this was a lot of people's gripe with this movie because he's a legend. You know, it's a trap. You know, he's a legend in the Star Wars canon, and he just died by getting blown up. It was like, really? That was the best you had? It was so stupid with the way he just died. A lot of people were pissed off when the movie came out. So then we get a scene with Leia. Listen. I get that they're trying to say Leia has the Force. First of all, we all knew this. I don't know why this movie is putting so much fucking emphasis on it. But we all knew Leia had the Force. Right? The scene where she flies through the fucking galaxy is so corny. I understand. I understand. She has the Force. She can save herself. What the fuck ever. I don't like that. I didn't like that. I thought it came off hilariously corny. Did you feel the same way?
Yeah. I was like, why?
I don't know. I've never liked that. I thought it was really stupid.
I thought there was a good chance, it's like, oh yeah, this would be a great setup from like everything. Don't worry about like how this, like if there's like anything bad, acting, and she's like, nope, no, she's fine.
Well, I mean, it's not. It has nothing to do with the character. It's just in terms of what happened. We're not blaming Carrie Fisher. I'm saying Carrie Fisher.
We're not.
Well, I mean, at this point, I don't even know if
it's
she filmed it. Well, I'm pretty sure she did before she passed away.
Yeah, I think they filmed everything. Probably not much with episode 9,
I think she was supposed to be in this movie more, but then unfortunately she passed away.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I think that she might have had a bigger role, which I wouldn't have minded because I love Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, same here.
So then Luke tells Rey, "Oh, I'll train you," or whatever. Then we get a shot of Chewie sitting by a lovely campfire, ready to eat a porg. I laughed so hard at this.
Yeah,
First of all, the funny thing is when you see him eating it and the porg is still like in the shape. Excuse me, it's in the exact shape.
Come out. It's just like,
no, I just find it funny that like the shape of when he's eating it is like exactly like the shape of the porg. I find it so funny. It just looks hilarious. And then the other porgs are just looking at him, and the other porgs are like starting to cry. Really, I laughed so hard. I was like, you see, that's how you do comedy. That's funny.
That's funny.
I don't know. Maybe because we have six senses of humor.
I didn't find that funny at all. It's like, oh, I mean, Chewie, what do you expect? And the porg is just like.
No, I found it.
Chewie's just like, okay, never mind, I'm not gonna eat
I found it funny when he. I found it funny when he, after the porgs were crying. I found it funny how he threw the porg on the floor. I found that funny.
Oh, I completely forgot about that part.
Let me catch up real quick. So then Luke goes on the Millennium Falcon, and then we get R2 making his triumphant return after being in a coma for 30 years. And no, I'm not joking. He was apparently asleep. So, but I like Luke like getting so happy to see him. It's just like, oh, he can be happy. And I like how, again, I like it when people say watch the language to droids. I don't know, it's so funny. Like, oh my god, he really just cursed? It's funny. He shows up and he's like trying to explain himself and he goes, hey, easy on the language. I found that funny. So then he's telling R2, he's like, oh, I'm not gonna go back, like there's no point. And then he shows him Leia's original message and I was like, oh man,
Not this again.
I was like,
It was
oh.
good enough in New Hope, but not now.
No, I like that. No, I didn't have an issue with it. I was, that's a great moment because he, like, oh no, what am I trying to say? R2 showed Luke the thing to like inspire him.
Yeah, I'm not bashing that scene, but it's just like I don't know. I never really liked it that much. I don't know what it is about it.
That's you. I don't know where Kevin is, but moving on. So then John Boyega said, oh, Finn, well, first of all, John Boyega is great. Once again, Finn. Wasted, but he's great. We get a scene where Finn is like, okay, I'm just gonna go find Rey or whatever. And he's trying to board a transport, and we see a girl crying, or whatever, or we hear it, and Finn is like, okay, whatever. So then she stops him from leaving, and then we get introduced to probably one of the worst characters in Star Wars history. I don't give a shit who I offend. I don't give a shit who I piss off. I never give a shit who I piss off on this channel. Rose is my least favorite Star Wars character in history, next to Jar Jar Binks. She's not as annoying. She's not as annoying as Jar Jar Binks, believe you me, but my fucking god, I hate her, Rose. I hate Rose. I don't like a single thing about Rose. This movie, the writing.
I'm like, oh no, here comes the corny character.
She's so like, I get what they were trying to do with the whole thing with her sister dying. I like that. That I did like how they gave her the fact that her sister was, in the resistance, and then she died. Well, today because they were trying to run, and then John Boyega goes, "That's just despicable," and meanwhile he was trying to escape too. That's fucking hilarious. Or no, he goes, "That's just disgraceful." I love John Boyega's great, but and I like the scene where she tases him again. It's funny, but then she's like, "Oh, you're a traitor." I was like, how is he a traitor? What did he do? He didn't do anything. What, you didn't know where he was going. You just saw that he was leaving and you tased him. Like, realistically, he could have been going to get help. Considering the pickle that you assholes were in, you could have used it. But I was like, why are you, like, tasing him and calling him a traitor? That's so fucking stupid. But this is why I think they could have done with Rose. I said, why didn't you just make Rose the hacker that they needed in the second act, so that way we didn't have to go to Canto Bight, which we'll get to in about 10 minutes, and yeah, we just did not have to go to Canto Bight. We didn't have to waste so much time. You didn't have to waste Benicio del Toro in this movie. And it would have given Rose something a little bit better. All you had to do was have this movie, like, take out the casino shit with Canto Bight, and just have it be that, have the mission for Finn and Rose be, oh, we gotta get to Snoke's ship. And when they get there, they get captured the same way they do in the third act. How hard is that? That's not hard at all. Why must I always do the fucking thinking? I know I'm hanging on 5 brain cells here, but I mean, come on. So, moving on, please. Oh my god. I'm gonna get on a rant on Rose when we get to the end of this movie.
Oh yeah.
So we get back to the planet. Rey is learning from Luke, and then before this happens, we get people joke about it. They called it Force FaceTime. The joke is kind of old, but it was funny when it first came out. I felt. How do you feel about this? Them doing this?
I do not like it.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad it's only you right now.
As soon as I first saw this, I was like, why? It's just I mean, later on it's explained like the worst way possible. It's just like, well, can I get onto it or something, or are we gonna wait?
For what?
So it's explained that how they're connected. That felt like the most BS way of how it's connected.
No, personally, I like it. I like that they're connected. Personally, I don't see people viewed it as, oh, they're gonna be a couple. No, that's not how I viewed it. I just viewed it that they had a connection within the Force, and I like that this movie introduces the thing of transferring objects to the Force. I love that. You didn't like that?
I mean, transferring objects was cool and all, but like, just them just being connected in general, it's just like,
I don't know.
Really do not want that.
Personally, I like the scenes when they're connected with the Force. I really like them, but you have your opinions, and which did this movie freaking split the freaking fan base apart like an earthquake when this movie came out. So
split like a piece of pie.
And the way I viewed this was that, like, they're both conflicted with themselves. Like, Rey doesn't know what to do with the power she has, and then Ben is, like, conflicted with his feelings, like when he went to kill Leia and couldn't do it. When, like, overall, like, he still feels, weird about killing Han. So I do like that. And then you have Rey, who just has all this power and she doesn't know what to do with it. So that's how I view it, since they both are in the same situation, that they're connected. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, that's a fair point. I will agree with that a little bit.
So Luke is trying to teach Rey about the Force, and we get one of the funniest moments in the whole trilogy. I still laugh fucking hard when this happens. He's telling Rey, reach out, with the Force, and she reaches out with her hand, and he knew it was coming, so he rolls his eyes, and he has like a leaf, and he rubs it in front of her hand, and she's like, oh, I can feel it, and he goes, really? And she's like, oh yeah, I feel it, what is that? And he goes, that's the Force, really? Like, I love that scene. That's hilarious.
That was hilarious. Yeah, I genuinely like that.
So then we get a scene.
The leaf, I was like, oh god, this is.
So then we actually get a scene where she's looking through the Force. I like how she sees both sides, and I like how she goes to the dark side. This movie was first of all, I still love Rey in this movie. They hadn't ruined her character yet. I still really like her in this movie. She's conflicted. She's confused. She wants to turn Ben or Kylo. And I just really like her character in this movie. And I like how this movie was suggesting that she has the dark side, and how she's leaning more towards that dark side, and she can't control it. I love that. That's so great. And I also love how Luke he shits himself when he sees how like how powerful she is. So moving on, we get Luke telling Rey what happened, or a half-assed version of it, when he's like, oh, long story short, Ben like destroyed the temple. That was it. And I was like, that's a load of shit. I mean, it's believable, but it's full load of shit. Obviously, we find out later.
I believe he had the help Snow, so.
Probably. So then, the second act begins.
Yep.
we find out that the Finn and Rose have to go to Canto Bight to get the hacker that they need to hack the Snoke ship, so that way they can get, like, what was it, that they can stop tracking them, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah, so they can not be tracked your light speed.
Yeah. So this place is basically a big casino. This would be Las Vegas in space, essentially. First of all, the look of the planet is nice. I will admit that. The look of the planet is nice. However, the CGI on some of these monsters or creatures, woof. It's not good. It's actually really bad. Some of these creatures look rather awful. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to show, oh, like different creatures in the galaxy or whatever. No, it looks really bad. I did like how Finn is reacting to it. He's like, oh my god, this place is amazing. I thought that was funny. But other than that, this place this movie is like throwing a wall in front of a speeding car. This movie halts the pacing of this movie in a miserable way. So BB-8 finds the hacker and they go to confront him, and then they get captured or whatever. They get imprisoned. So then after that, we get introduced to Benicio del Toro's character, DJ. What did you think of Mr. Del Toro's performance in this movie?
Rami, who is this character? I forget, honestly.
The hacker.
I can't think. Oh yeah, sorry. Yep. Sorry, Frank Bart. I thought it was pretty good.
First of all, Benicio del Toro he was wasted in this movie. He's a fantastic actor. Wasted.
For sure, he was wasted.
He's okay in this movie. They don't really give him much to do, but he's fine for what he's given. I liked his character, I did, and we'll get to why I really like his character later. But you know, he tells them, oh, I can do it, I can hack. First of all, Finn and Rose just spill the beans over what they're doing, with this guy just listening in like it's no big deal. Oh yeah, we're just gonna go on Snoke's ship and hack it. No problem, no biggie. Like, bro,
yeah,
that's like saying you're gonna do 9/11 in front of public. What is wrong with you?
I was just waiting for the hacker to backstab him on it. I was just waiting for it. I was like, okay.
But
yeah, alright.
yeah, that was obvious too. But so DJ breaks out of prison, and we get a funny scene where BB-8 is in the hallway and he knocks out 2 people, and he goes, "Did you do this?" And he starts beeping. That was funny. Then some other guy comes up, and people were mistaking him for a slot machine, and he shoots out all the coins. That was pretty funny.
That was absolutely hilarious.
I found that hilarious when that happened. So then after this, we get another forced FaceTime between Kylo. He says, "Let the past die. Kill it if you have to." Yeah, fuck you too, Disney. We knew exactly what they were implying. Fuck you. So, we get a weird scene. Okay, I want to ask you if you understood this scene. The scene where she goes into the pool and looks at the mirror. Do you understand that scene at all?
Oh. I was really confused.
I've seen this movie about I think I've seen this movie 4 or 5 times. I never, ever understood what that scene was. I don't know. I don't know. I never got that scene.
Like the self-reflections, like what were Disney trying to say?
I have no idea. And I get See, if they had told us who her parents were, I would have gotten that. Like, oh, the purpose was for that. They don't even tell us who her parents were. Now, I think what they were trying to say was the reason that nobody showed up was because she has no one in terms of, well, obviously we know she has parents, but she, you know, there's no one there. And I like how, again, this movie emphasizes the theme of you can be somebody great if you have nobody with you. I like that. You know, that's such a great message. So then Rey FaceTimes Kylo. Okay, I'll stop. She bonds with Kylo again through the Force, and I like how this movie tries to imply that maybe, like, obviously Kylo and Rey are at odds because of what Kylo did to Han, but I like how this movie has Rey communicate with Kylo because maybe she feels that he's the only one that understands her in terms of how much power is inside them and, you know, all this conflict. I like that a lot, actually. So then we get the actual story about with what happened with Kylo and Luke. And we find out that Luke was gonna kill Kylo because of his power. I personally, I just don't think Luke would kill him. I don't. If Luke was to see, oh, he has all this power inside him, I would not visualize him just killing him. That's stupid.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
But regardless, Rey leaves the planet, and we get the glorified return of Puppet Yoda in the flesh. To me, the scene kind of means nothing to me, but I still love seeing Puppet Yoda. He's still a crackhead as usual. So I beg this question. So Force Ghost can summon lightning now? I guess so. So then we get a great scene, in my opinion, where Finn, DJ tells Rose, oh, give me the medallion you have so I can hack. Well, she doesn't tell her, well, he doesn't tell her that he needs it for that, but it's to hack the shit in Snoke's ship. And he starts robbing the ship, and he's like, oh, what are you doing? And like, why are you robbing your own ship? And then he's like, oh, this isn't your ship. Why are you, like, why aren't you working for the good guys? And then he tells Finn, he's like, oh, let's see who worked on this ship. And he was like, oh, they sell to Imperials and also the good guys. You see an image of TIE fighters and X-Wings. And he tells him, Finn, there's no such thing as good or bad guys. It's just simply living. I love that. That is such a cool thing to think about in Star Wars. You know, we always, well, not we, because most of us like the bad guys, but, you know, these people, the Jedi and the Resistance, they always bash the villains, but it's like, when you really think about it, they are not the bad guys. To them, they're not the bad guys. They're just doing what they have to do. You know, that's so great to think about.
Yeah, that is.
Then we get introduced to Admiral Holdo. There are a lot of jokes I can make about that name, but I'm just not going to. What do you think of Admiral Holdo?
Wait, reminder, is this the chick with the purple hair?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There are a lot of things I can describe her. Man.
Oh, well, please. Open the field. Open the field, please.
Oh. As soon as I first saw her on screen, I was just like, no,
Laura, listen.
No.
I want to get this off the bat. Laura Dern is not bad in the movie. Laura Dern is Laura Dern. She's great. She's a great actress. Her character
I never liked.
She's annoying. Now don't get me wrong. She's probably written to be irritating, but Her character is so
not.
stupid.
The
It's
only
so
thing
dumb.
that was like redeeming of her was when she sacrificed herself on
Yeah,
the ship.
but she's so dumb. Poe is over here asking, "Can you just tell me what we're doing, and I'll leave you alone?" And she's like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna tell you." What? What? Why wouldn't she just tell him? I don't understand. Just tell him what you're doing so he can leave you alone.
Not that hard.
It's so dumb.
She's honestly one of my least favorite characters in the Star Wars film.
Oh yeah, 100%. So then Rey goes to Snoke's ship and she gets there and immediately gets captured, to which I ask, what was Rey's plan? Because if it was to get captured, it worked quite brilliantly, if I do say so myself.
They pulled the Return of the Jedi and forcefully just turned themselves in.
Yeah, but I don't think that was her plan. I doubt it was her plan. Probably was. I don't know.
I don't know.
So we get to the point of more Canto Bight shit. They free some horses because they're trying to imply a message of animal abuse or against animal abuse. It's fucking stupid. I'm not against doing that, but why are we doing that in Star Wars? Why? It's unnecessary. The fact that we needed a whole action sequence with this shit was ridiculous. But I do like the music on that action sequence though. I enjoy it. And I will say the score in this movie is a little bit better than Force Awakens from John Williams. I do think it's a little bit better. So it's at this point in the movie where I said not everything that does not involve Rey, Luke, or Kylo, I just don't care about, and that's because of the second act of this movie. Did you feel the same way watching this?
Yeah, pretty similar.
It's like, it's so just unmeaningful, and that's my issue. Movie, everything that doesn't involve Luke or Rey or Kylo, it's like, it involves the plot, yeah, but what does it mean? Like, it has no weight. It kind of just happens, and that's a big disappointment for this movie, considering what we had just gotten. I don't know. Not good. So then we get to the part where they're going on the ship. They're trying to hack the ship. We get introduced to BB-9 for the first time. He does nothing. He's there to sell toys. I always found it weird.
As the ship is falling, like, hey, get some free toys, 50% off because the ship's going.
Yeah, right. You just see a fucking blimp on Snoke's ship. And it's just like advertising all the Star Wars toys. That'd be funny.
90% off because the ship's going down hard.
They also showed like that the First Order has a cleaning service. You see uniforms getting ironed and pressed. I would love to get my uniform nice and pressed and tailored from the First Order. I wonder if Hux on his free time is tailoring for all the First Order, because considering what a little bitch he is. I'm curious. These are the questions, man. These are the questions. So then we get to Phasma capturing them. Oh, and I like how DJ gave her the little thing back. It showed that he just wasn't a dick. And then Phasma shows up. Listen, again, Phasma does nothing. And I was an advocate for Phasma. I wish they gave Phasma more to do. They just did it. It's a shame.
Yeah.
But when Phasma came on screen, I got hype. I was like, oh, look who's back. And again, when she comes on screen, she goes, FN2187. I love it. I love it. I really do like Phasma, even though... See, that's how you know a character is good. When they're barely in a movie, but you still say, oh yeah, I really like her. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's me at least. I know you probably don't care for Phasma.
No, I do. I like Phasma. I kind of just the same thing as you. That's what should have been in this movie more, or in the saga in general more.
Yeah. Which I'm surprised they didn't bring her back for Rise of Skywalker.
I was surprised too. What even happened with that though? I forgot.
They dropped her. Oh no, she fell off the ship. There was a hole in the ship, and she fell off the ship. So then Rey and Kylo, they all go to the throne room, and Snoke tortures Rey to get the answers that he needs. You know, like, oh, where's Luke hiding? And I really wish Snoke was still in this for Rise of Skywalker, but man, I love Snoke. He's so fucking good, man. I love it. Yeah. You know,
as soon as Kylo Ren kills Snoke, that was just a hit.
Yeah,
I really like Snoke.
I like how he toys with Rey. You know, she tries to grab the lightsaber and he swings it back and smacks her in the head. First of all, that sounded like it fucking hurt.
Yeah.
That sounded like a concussion. That sounded like it fucking hurt. And I like when she grabs Kylo's lightsaber and tries to kill him. That was cool. Okay, here we go. This is when this movie gets mixed. I am not... Well, at this point, seeing Rise of Skywalker, I am very much against Snoke dying. But when this happened... Okay, so you were against it when you first saw it.
Oh, 100% I was.
Okay, the moment is not bad. The moment is actually really fucking cool. How he's saying, oh, he's gonna turn the lightsaber and kill his true... I fucking love it. But the moment is fantastic. But it's just like... Why? You didn't build up Snoke. The only reason he's memorable is because Andy Serkis plays him. And Andy Serkis is a fucking genius. That's the only reason why we're sitting here praising Snoke. If he was played by a nobody, we wouldn't have given a shit. But you gave us a fantastic performance and a character that we were all interested in. For what? To bring back Palpatine?
Yeah,
really?
As soon as I saw Palpatine on screen, I just wanted to walk out of the theater. I just wanted to so badly.
But, like, seriously, why? Why? I will never get. The only way that this would have worked is if you did what I personally would have wanted them to do for Rise of Skywalker, which was make Kylo Ren the main villain. Why is he always being sought? They did it in Force Awakens and it fucking worked. So why can't you just make him the main villain again? Make him the main villain, setting out to kill Rey. I'm gonna get into this in the Rise of Skywalker review. I have so many concepts on how to fix that movie. But at the time being, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. The moment is great, but it doesn't work for me. But we get a fantastic throwdown in the throne room with Rey and Kylo against the Imperial Guards. Holy shit, this shit is amazing.
Oh yeah, that was
when you take
out
the
few good things for me.
When you take out the stupidity of the scene with Snoke and you just like and you're just feeling like, oh my god, that shit was so awesome, and then it leads into that fight, bro, what? That shit is epic. I love the shot of them turning around and then the guards are in slow motion taking out the weapons and everything. Pew, 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 pew. Oh my god, that shit is epic. That shit is epic.
Yeah.
I like how
that's how the relationship should have stayed as partners.
Yes.
Not what it is in the Rise of Skywalker.
The scene, I like how in this movie Rey doesn't know how to fight. She still doesn't know how to fight, and I really like that. I like how, you know, she just didn't magically learn how to fight with a lightsaber in one movie. Rise of Skywalker. Oh, Man. But you know, I do like that she still fights a little. And again, it's not bad. People say, "Oh, Daisy really doesn't know how to use a lightsaber." No, that has nothing to do with it, bro. She's inexperienced, which is a good thing. And also, the throne room fight looks fucking phenomenal. Visually, it looks phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Now, I want to get into this next scene with Kylo and Rey. I'm not getting into anything with Finn and Rose because it's unimportant up until one scene. But I like when Kylo tells her, "Oh, take my hand. We're gonna rule the galaxy together." That is fucking amazing. That is the other idea I had for Rise of Skywalker. Make Rey get seduced to the dark side with Kylo, and they both either have it be that or have Rey and Kylo, right? They go against everything that they were taught. Have Kylo go against Snoke, say fuck you. Have Rey go against Luke and say fuck you for everything that he did. And just have them go against everything they stood for because they're conflicted and they don't know what to do. So they're just like, fuck it, we'll do this together. That works.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That would be really cool.
That works for me. Another thing I would have done was have... Oh my god, I have an itch in my nose and it's really bugging me. The other thing I would have done is have Rey turn evil, have the next movie be that she's evil, right? And since Finn is already force sensitive, and no, we're not making this up, they did confirm that he's force sensitive, have Finn be the one, be like the big Jedi in the Rise of Skywalker, and have him, you know, be at odds with Rey, saying, "Oh, listen, this isn't you," and eventually have them fight or something. I'll get in more into that when we do a Rise of Skywalker video, but you know, that's just something I would have done. Unfortunately, Rey says, "Oh, go fuck yourself." I really, again, and then Kylo says, "Oh, that your parents are junk traders. They sold you for drinking money." Again, back to the theme, which I said before, we both really like. So then we get a pretty fantastic scene where Rey reaches for the lightsaber, but then Kylo reaches for the lightsaber, and they blow up the fucking lightsaber because of how strong they are with the Force. I really like that scene. Visually, it looks fantastic with all the smoke going in the air, and when the lightsaber explodes, I love that. But then we get another fantastic scene where Holdo destroy again. Oh, I forgot this even happened. So like Poe takes everybody hostage except for the important characters in the Resistance, and then Leia comes back and knocks him unconscious. Then Holdo is like, "Oh yeah, I like him." What?
Yeah, that was just,
Again, this goes back. They start abandoning his ship, and he's like, "Can you just tell us where we're going?" How hard is it to say, "Oh, we're going to a Resistance base"?
yeah, like that's not that hard.
The writing, some of the writing in this movie. So, yeah. So then they put everybody on ships, and Holdo's like, "Oh, somebody's got to." I guess Ryan Johnson was watching the 2009 Star Trek while writing the script for this movie.
Yeah, that would not be a far-fetched guess.
But so then we get probably, in terms of visual, the best scene in the movie visually. So Holdo launches the ship into light speed, and it goes through Snoke's ship and rips it in fucking half. First of all, I love how when she does it, there's no sound. It's just pew. I fucking love that.
Yeah, that was great, yeah.
I like the sound when the ship explodes and it goes pew. I love that. The visual of it was, some people compare it, like it looked like something out of anime, which 100% it did. But in all the right ways. I love that. That was fucking incredible. That redeemed half of the stupidity from Holdo. I will say that.
Oh, for sure it did.
You know. So then we're back on Snoke's ship. It's like blowing up or whatever. And they're about to die. And then BB fucking 8 is using an ATST. I laughed my ass off. It is hilarious seeing that. I was like, what? The same reaction that Finn and Rose had. They're just like, okay. It's fucking hilarious. You know, BB-8, again, he's a show stealer. He's hilarious. I love him. So then, Phasma comes and is like, oh, where you going, motherfucker? We're not done yet. So Finn and Phasma finally have a fight. It's short, but it's a nice moment, you know. And visually, I like how they're fighting and all the like the fire and smoke is behind them. It looks great visually. I love it. So then we're back at the throne. Kylo is there. He's unconscious, and Hux is there. And Hux, like, I think he was gonna try and kill Kylo. You know. And I was like, oh shit. And this story arc is brought back in Rise of Skywalker in the dumbest way possible, but it is.
Yeah, it was really stupid.
And
I feel like that emotion is still there, but like
comes to, and I love how immediately he's like, oh, she killed Supreme Leader. I was like, that's funny. And I wonder if it was either he hid it or he had a split personality. That'd be interesting. No, Kylo.
Oh, Kylo. Oh.
If he wasn't, if he wasn't aware of what he was doing when he killed Kylo, that'd be interesting.
So, Kylo, wait, what?
I'm saying, what if Kylo had a split personality when he killed Snoke? Like maybe it wasn't him that actually killed Snoke. Maybe it was another version of him.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
That could be really cool to me.
Cool. It could.
Okay. Next, we go to the third act of the. By the way, this movie is really fucking long.
It's so.
It is. I think it is the longest Star Wars movie. I mean, if you take the second act out, it doesn't feel that long. But the ending, it does drag a little bit. So we get to Crates. Crate looks great. Yeah, that rhymed, but Crate looks really great. I love the red salt. It looks fantastic. The salt, the wood, the wolves, the crystal foxes, wolves, whatever you want to call them, they look really nice. The special effects are fantastic. But yeah, mainly it's just the salt. The salt is fucking awesome. I love the look of everything. So then BB-8, Finn, and Rose, they all come back, and BB-8 reuniting with Poe is probably the most heartwarming thing in the entire trilogy. Oh, every time I see that, I just get, like, you know, such a good feeling, you know. When he comes back, and he's just like, buddy, I'm so glad to see you. Like, it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, it's so great seeing BB-8 sometimes. It really is. Like, BB-8's that person that if you saw him, you just want to give him a hug. He's so great.
Yeah.
So then we get the final battle. Now this is where I go off. What Star Wars movie had an opening action now this isn't the open action sequence, but what movie had an action sequence and you had ships trying